Hey everybody, it's me, it's Michael B. Happy Monday night. I want to say thank you so much to everybody for tuning in tonight. I see some awesome people here in the comments. MCAP, thank you so much for finally showing up for a live show. Hollywood Polo, how are you, my friend? I had a pretty good day. It was busy. For supper, I made a buffalo chicken dip that me and my wife shared. And my kid, we made her pizza nuggets. I don't know what they're, pizza bites or whatever. So guys, thank you so much for everybody for coming tonight. Tonight is going to be a very different episode because I think this is the first time on Chill and Chat with Michael B. We're not going to be covering Arcade 1-Up because there's so much going on with AtGames this week. We're going to be covering AtGames, National Owners Day Autumn. Oh, before I forget, Papa Brad's Gaming, I do see you, and thank goodness you're okay, buddy. I was thinking about you all yesterday. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful Monday night. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Chill and Chat with Michael B. Hey, Adam12, what's happening? Alfred Burgo, Mango Slice, Jason Tierney, what's going on? Oh my god, Game Broker 84, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you for the super chat. Keeping you, I want to read this out. Hi, Jeannie. This is your friendly reminder, keeping you and a great part of this gaming family. Watch like shows like you and P-Dubs to forget about life for a while. We are one big gaming family. Thank you so much, Game Broker 84. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, I don't know if they're pizza rolls or not. They're these little pizza bites. Pillsbury Pizza, I think they're actually called Pizza Bites. And they're very similar to a product called Pizza-Ronies, if you know what that is. So yeah, that's, my daughter, she doesn't like the hot stuff, so the buffalo chicken dip is a little bit too much for her. All right, Jolly Green, what's happening, brother? Oh, there's so many good people here. People used to get mad at me because, honestly, I'd like to stop and say hello to everybody. Bagel bites. I haven't had bagel bite in a while. I know, Dr. Freeman, Taps Watch. Let's get this going, hey? Knowing his power. What is the Tetris rumor? You're going to have to be more specific, brother. Anyways, we are here to talk about AtGames, National Owners Day Autumn, which is coming up this weekend. It's been reported quite a few times, Super Game Room dudes have been lucky enough to ask to do a bunch of stuff. We're going to be doing a pre-show Thursday night, and we're going to be doing the awards show Monday night, so that was pretty cool. I actually had no idea we were even doing it. I was going through the presentation with AtGames where they were telling us about everything that they were doing, and they said, yeah, and the Super Game Room dudes are doing these two shows, and I was like, I had no idea. I've had people call my gut a pizza roll. Me too, Shoeshine. Me too. Bagel Bites and Chef Boyardee. That's good stuff there. We were going to do a skit for Super Game Room Dudes a little while ago where it was going to be Michael B's Fine Cooking or whatever, like a cooking show. And I was going to make Chef Boyardee. If that's something you want to see, you guys let us know. Anyways, National Owners Day. The first thing I'm going to get out of the way, there's so much news that we've already reported, so what I'm doing tonight isn't so much reporting the news. Of course, we'll talk about it again, but I really want to do a deep dive on everything and what we think of stuff. The first thing I want to talk about is AtGames are putting a ton of money into this. $550,000 in prizes. And like I said, one of the things I'm so excited about, some of these prizes, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to enter in anything. It's just a thank you for you being you. So just give me a second here, guys. Me and P-Dubs talked about it last night, but I want to just bring it up again because I think when we brought it up last night, we may have had some information that was slightly wrong. So let me just bring it up here. So the gifts, these are gifts, gifting. So the gift to all ALU 1.0 owners, AtGames will send a gift of 3 months of ArcadeNet subscription, $60 value, to thank you for being loyal fans and family from the very beginning of the Legends line of products. So if you're an AtGames Legends Ultimate 1.0 owner, you're going to get 3 months ArcadeNet. So then there's a gift to ArcadeNet first generation subscribers. AtGames would like to give Zaccaria Pinball Volume 1. This is the non-ALP version, which is a $50 value, and a 3-month bring your own game subscription, $60 value, to subscribers who have subscribed over 3 months by September 2nd. And then gift to BYOG first generation subscribers. AtGames would like to give Zachariah Pinball Volume 1 non-ALP $50 value and 3-month Arcade Net $60 value to subscribers who've subscribed over 3 months by September 2nd. And then last but not least, gift to ALP waived 1 to 3 owners. AtGames would like to gift 3 months of Arcade Net subscription, $60 value. So guys, that's gifts. That is literally just gifts. You guys are getting that just because you're part of the family. If that's something, I would like to say that's something pretty cool of them to do. My 3 months is up September 1st, so Shoeshine, this is a really, really good time to jump back in. Oh yeah, before I go any further, Console Fanboy is mentioning this, and also I got a message from Mike Caputa right before we start. I also saw this on the fan page. So right now you can get a Legends Mini through Walmart for $61, and I mean that is crazy value. It's a one-player control deck, really super, and super, like, you know, I have a Legends Gamer Pro, which is amazing, but I mean, like, it's cumbersome. It's a big thing, but the Legends Gamer Mini you can just put on your, you know, lap while you're on the couch and hook the thing up to your TV and just go. So it's a great way to get into the Legends family of products and a really great price, so jump on it when you get a chance. Anyway, so those are the gifts. I don't know why AtGames would do that. I mean, that's super generous. You don't see very many other companies doing that other than just saying thank you. Obviously, this is a company that really appreciates their community, really appreciates their owners, and want to give back. So, you know, that's pretty dope of them to do. You basically get something just for being part of the family. So, very cool for AtGames to do that. And next up, we're going to have early access on September 2nd for those who purchased Taito Pinball Volume 1 during the July 4th sale for your early access to Taito Volume 2 with your discount, which is half price. And guys, I am super, super excited about these Taito pinball games. The first wave was fantastic. I mean, Space Invaders was so cool. All the other games were cool too, but this time we're getting Operation Wolf, which looks fantastic. We're getting Chack and Pop, which I've never played the arcade game, so that's going to be interesting. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Zookeeper. That's dope. Zookeeper's great. If you haven't played it. It's on the AtGames Legends Ultimate already. Go check it out. Is Mike in the bathroom? I don't understand what you mean. Like, is my sound not good? Let me just check to make sure I'm on the right mic. I really hope I don't have the wrong mic on, guys. Properties. Let's see. It says I'm Yeti stereo microphone. No, I am not in the bathroom. Dear God, please tell me, does it sound like I'm in the bathroom? P-Dubs, how was Free Guy? I heard it was pretty good. Bentavious 12 will have to come back to that because I think last night me and P-Dubs covered it when we were on his I Hate Mondays show. But I think the partnership thing, whenever there's announcements, people always get these grand ideas that it's going to be something amazing. Yeah, so I got in a lot of trouble last night. We'll talk about that. Later too. But people always think it's going to be this grand thing. People always let their imagination run wild. Don't do that with the partnership announcement, because the partnership announcement probably isn't what you think it's going to be. I know what it is now. I can't tell you, but it's not what you think it's going to be. It's more, like P-Dub said last night, community. Yeah, I really want to see Free Guy. I watched G.I. Joe Origins Snake Eyes last night. That was really cool, like a cool action movie, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and definitely a very different take on the origin story between Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. No, my wife is not going to come in tonight, so we'll see. Pick up Bert. Mr. Do 206. If you keep coming in with Simpsons lines every time, I'm going to be a very, very happy guy. Shoeshine, I wouldn't even assume the partnership is something like Dr. Seuss. Do not think that. Oh, it got leaked in today's video, didn't it? The partnership? Jason Tierney may be dropping some breadcrumbs for you guys. I can't say anything. I'll let you guys try to find out for yourself. Are they releasing a Bad Dudes or other Date game decorated similar to the Tetris AtGames one that came out? I don't know anything about that. Do you have to be battery worthy for me to watch? Thanks, Papa Brad. I feel like I'm sponge worthy. LC question mark. What could that mean? What could that mean? And I don't know anything about what Jason's talking about. I don't know if that's true or not. But if there's a Season 2 of Legend Center, I'm going to be a pretty happy dude. I thought P-Dubs and TechBuzz did such a good job. It was a regular tune-in for me, so yeah. Bentavious, we might still get my wife's F-bombs. There's always a possibility. Anyways, back to the pinball tables. I'm really excited about these pinball tables. I'm really hoping that we can get our hands on them soon. I'm hoping that during this whole process for National Owners Day, where it's a multi-day event this time, I'm going to get a chance to stream some of these new pinball tables. You guys all know the night that I got the first set of Taito pinball tables, I was on my AtGames Legends pinball and I was dropping them. Yes! Endless One-Up dropping the Restalgia troll emoji. Restalgia, you guys don't know this, but in our private chat that we do for Super Game Room Dudes, Restalgia is constantly like playing jokes on P-Dubs, playing jokes on me and Carl. Like, you can't believe him. So basically, you just have to let him talk, and then you put that troll emoji, and eventually he'll fess up. Oh no, I didn't say Snake Eyes isn't that good. It's just a very different take on the origin story. Very different take. Can you repeat how to sign up for the AL perks? JJ, you're going to have to be more specific what you mean for that, brother. And the AL perks. Oh, you mean at the beginning? Well, I've actually got a link in my video. You can go down and look. Everything I'm talking about tonight, in terms of the information that's not speculation, my good buddy Wagner's Tech Talk did an excellent article on his website covering everything for National Owners Day. Anybody wants the hard detail of how to sign up for something or how to get the benefits, you can go check there. But basically, I will go back for you. So if you're getting the gifts, you can call them perks, but gifts to ALU 1.0 owners. So if you're an AtGames Legends Ultimate 1.0 owners, so the first console, you get 3 months of ArcadeNet. ArcadeNet first generation subscribers, you're going to get Zaccaria Pinball non-ALP, and also 3 months of BYOG, but you got to be subscribed for over 3 months by September 2nd. Gift to BYOG first generation subscribers, you're going to get Zaccaria Pinball again, non-ALP, but this time instead of BYOG, you're going to get, of course, ArcadeNet, but it's 3 months by September 2nd. And then a gift to ALP Wave 1 to 3 owners. AtGames would like to give 3 months of ArcadeNet subscription to you. Now, while you guys are also here, I'll also let you know I've got some codes to give away tonight. So for anybody that currently is looking to check out ArcadeNet, because ArcadeNet is one of the coolest things anybody's ever built in the arcade and gaming system. So not only is it an online dedicated server where you can add more games to your AtGames Legends Ultimate, but it also has the whole lobby system where you can play some of these games online. So it depends on, there's some hidden classics in there, so you can go in and check it out, and there's no better way to do that than to get a free code. So I'm going to give away my first code now. So this is for a 1 month ArcadeNet subscription. The first person in the chat that tells me what dates specifically National Owners Day Autumn is, the first person that puts that in the chat, you're going to win an AtGames Legends Ultimate code. AtGames ArcadeNet 1 month code. So we'll wait. And guys, I'm sorry if I'm all over the place tonight. Man, oh man, I'm busy. So again, the question was, when is National Owners Day? The exact dates this year. MSU Rich got the first date, and Shoeshine's got it. September 3rd to 6th. There it is. Thank you very much, Shoeshine. Shoeshine. I'm going to put my email up on the screen. What I want you to do is send me an email, and I am going to send you out a 1-month ArcadeNet code. So thank you very much, brother. I've got 4 more codes I'll give out through the remainder of the night. I'm just double checking now that it was Shoeshine. I had Shoeshine on mine. Shoeshine on mine. And MSU Rich, you had the first date. I apologize. The exact dates I was looking for, I'm very sorry. National Owners Day weekend. Yeah, I don't know if you can call it National Owners Day. We're going to have to go to National Owners Weekend. National Owners Weekend at Bernie's. So thank you very much, Shoeshine. Will Canadians be included in any of the National Owners Day product deals this time? So, not the product deals, not directly from AtGames, but you can. There's ways around it. So, if you ever talk to our good buddy Conte Dinda, I always say Conte's name wrong, Conte Dinda, Dream, might blink if your wife hit you last night. So, if you talk to our good buddy Conti Dinda, if you have an American address, you can use a company called Shipsy, so you can order the items, get it, not if you have an American address. I don't know exactly how it works, but if you have an address, you can basically get it shipped to that address, and then Shipsy will pick it up and bring it across the border for you. You pay an additional fee, so you can order U.S. items and then get it put across through Shipsy. But through AtGames themselves, they won't be sending products to us directly. Our component of National Owners Day here in Canada is Buy Stuff Store. So Buy Stuff Store, I don't know if their page is up yet, but Buy Stuff Store does have a couple sales, and they have a really, really exciting contest that I don't know if I can tell you yet. I think it's going to be coming out in the next couple of days. I don't know if I can share it. There's so much information being put to us, and I'm not 100% sure everything we can share just yet. Wow, am I really far away from the microphone? You can order drugs that way, too. I've never tried that. I'm in Newfoundland, so I don't think Shipsy will work for me. Since I'm a Wave 11 ALP owner, do I get any gifts? My admiration, Polo. My admiration. Oh, WKRP in Cincinnati, thank you so much. Shipsy will actually give you the USA address if you use them. So for our Canadian friends, if you see something, Shipsy will give you the USA address. And I'm going to see if I can get something to bring up for you now. P-Dubs told me this has already been on a couple other places. I just want to double check, and I apologize, guys, but let me see if I can find this. I really should have been more prepared, but I want to tell you about some of the sales as well, because I did a video this past week. Talking about the arcade control panel for the Legends Pinball, and I said, man, $200 is a little steep, but this thing is incredible, even just for navigating the menus, and then plus you get the benefit of playing arcade games on it. And I said, if this thing gets discounted on National Owners Day Autumn, I advise you to go pick it up. Hey, Bad Dad's Gaming, what's happening, brother? So, if I can just add this now, image, okay, see if we can find it. Man, I should really be more prepared. Let's see if this is the right one. Nope, that's not the right one. Discard. Man, oh man, that's terrible. What am I doing with my life? Minus. I can't anyways, but I do have a very strong feeling that the AtGames Legends Pinball Control Panel is going to go on sale at half price. And I mean, at $100, that's a huge deal, and you guys should jump all over that. What about some of the other deals? I think maybe we're going to see a deal on the BitPixel. We don't know everything, but there's items that are going to be up to 71% off, as well as there's going to be sales on their digital libraries. So if you guys bought your ALP and you didn't jump in on some of the great deals that they had on the Zachariah tables, or you didn't jump in on like some of the deals they had in other places, now is the time, because over this weekend, everything's going to be on sale, just about up to 71% off. Now's the time to jump in. I also think there's going to be deals on the pinball starter kit. So say for example you have the AtGames Legends Ultimate. Like here in Canada, our AtGames Legends Ultimate didn't come with the pinball buttons. Or if you bought like one of the handheld devices that didn't come with the pinball buttons. Now's a great time to grab the pinball buttons and get into the pinball ecosystem. Plus, we've talked about new equipment coming out, the stuff that you guys already know. There's going to be that Legends Core Max, and the big thing about the Legends Core Max is this has the same guts. It has Sony guts. AtGames body, Sony guts. Just a joke. But this is going to have a very similar chipset, if not the exact same chipset and power, to the AtGames Legends pinball table, which means we're going to be able to play pinball on more devices in more places. So on your TV, in vertical mode, or however you want to do it, you're going to be playing the actual AtGames Legends pinball versions of these, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Very good job. So get your Legends cores, upgrade for your AtGames Legends, AtGames Gamer Pros. You can do all that stuff. So there's a lot of exciting stuff happening. One of the other things that not a lot of people are mentioning that I wanted to bring up as well, let me just put this down. Let's go down. We talked about discounts, deals. There's going to be, we'll come back to the prizes in a bit, but let me tell you about some other things that are going on. We talked about the pinball games. ArcadeNet Season 2. So I don't know if you guys know about this, but we just wrapped up with the last ArcadeNet season. Last year they gave away a bunch of prizes. I've talked about it. So what we're going to be looking at is from August 13th to November 4th. There's going to be leaderboards and events lists. So there's going to be a weekly Zachariah Pinball Leaderboards event. There's going to be weekly ArcadeNet Leaderboards event, monthly social media activities, monthly Friends List events, double lobby happy hour. Have you guys been going to the lobby happy hours? I think usually they hold them Wednesdays and Fridays. So we're going to have $10,000 in prizes for this ArcadeNet Season 2, but there's going to be more winners, so a lot more people winning ArcadeNet subscriptions, either 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, I can't remember exactly. But they're going to be giving away an AtGames Legends pinball table. That's the big thing that I'm really, really, really excited about. I've talked about the partnerships, and the partnership announcement has been kind of rebranded, and it's now listed as a community partnership announcement. So take that for what it is. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying there won't be a surprise partnership announcement too, which we'll talk about later what we want, but it's going to be a community partnership announcement. And there's also Build Your Own Legends. I don't know if you guys watched the first one. Everybody remembers Jacob Johnson won with the Coffin Cade. Well, we're going to be doing Build Your Own Legends round 2 or season 2. And I'm excited to see what that's going to be about. Is it going to be Dubs, Nostalgia, and Tampa Tech again? Are they going to be the hosts? We'll find out about it. I don't know if I'm allowed to share that yet, but if I wasn't, the advertisements were out there that you could sign up for it, so obviously it was coming. I won't share anything else there. Let's go back and talk about some of these prizes here before we get into products. So during National Owners Day on September 5th, we're going to have the Classic Arcade Leaderboard Party. Post a score on any leaderboard-supported title from any Legends Arcade family device you own. So there's going to be $3,000 in prizes and 100 winners. So 20 times $20 standard ArcadeNet 1 month subscriptions, and 5 times 3 month subscriptions at $60. Pinball Leaderboard Party includes Gottlieb, Zachariah, and Taito pinball tables. Play any pinball tables and post a score from any Legends Arcade family device you own. 20 times 20, so 20 1 month ArcadeNet codes. I believe they're ArcadeNet codes. Picture's really small, hard for me to tell. And then there's 5 3 month ArcadeNet codes. Friends list, we talked about this. Last time it was 10 friends. This time you only had to have 7. So I only have about 7 friends. That should work out perfectly for me. And then Legends Mail, all you have to do is open your special celebration message for a chance to win. And it's the same prize allotment again as well. So guys, I think that about covers everything. Will the Bit Pixel fit in the AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini? Not that I'm aware of. The AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini is small, man. It's narrow. So I think you're going to have to wait and get a different Bit Pixel for the AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini if they ever have one come out. So I just want to get caught up in the chat and see if there's anything specifically anybody wanted to know about, any direct questions. And Mango Slice says, my 1.0 having some wacky control issues. I hope she lasts. I may have to get a 1.1. Well, there's benefits to the 1.1 too, man. You got to think about it. Swappable control decks. I don't know if it's your cup of tea, but they got that 4-player control deck coming up too. So, exciting stuff. Do you think a new ALP model will have VIBs and DMD installed? Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves, Polo. We're getting ahead of ourselves, Polo. Is a rumor about the AtGames light gun finally coming out? No, I don't know about an AtGames light gun. I haven't seen anything about it. There was the Bit Blaster. There were some rumors about an updated light gun. I'm not sure. We'll get back to that. I bought my Taito Pack 1 on 7-Eleven. Did I make it in time for the discount to Taito 2 and 3? I'm not sure, Shotgun Sean. That's a good question. Any more tech details on the Core Max? No, Canada Phil. All I can tell you, I would like to see some changes, obviously. P-Dubs talked about it last night. He wanted to see an on-off button. What I would like to see is an extra USB piece. It always bugs me about the Legends Core that came with my AtGames Legends Gamer Pro, is the fact that it only had one USB connection. Then I had to go out and buy an additional USB hub in order to put the second USB in, and that really drove me nuts. So I would like to see an additional USB, and I think a lot of people want to see a second HDMI out so you could possibly run a second screen if you're going to set it up for pinball. Jason M says, I have room to add the 4-player deck. If I play 1- and 2-player games 90% of the time, will it still be as comfortable to play 1- and 2-player? I think so. Hey, Ritual Dello, I think so, because if you look at the way they've got that designed, even in the early one, I think it was always going to be just as comfortable because you're getting some of the other stuff out of the way. You're not going to be having the spinners. You're not going to have the big trackball in the middle. So they're just reusing the space on that control panel. But I think, I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait. This is going to be one of the big reveals during, I think, we've been told it's coming, but this is going to be one of the reveals during National Owners Day. We're going to see what the final product is. And I think what they're going to have to do is actually move out, because if you look at the original concept, the control panel, it's the exact same size as the 2-player control panel and the Legends Gamer Pro, basically. But I think what they're going to have to do is expand out in order to make it the right way. Akuma Rev, what up, Mike B? Did you get the turtle cab yet? You're going to have to be more specific, Akuma Rev. I didn't buy the new Arcade 1-Up Turtles in Time cabinet. I'm not getting that because I already have the Arcade 1-Up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet, so I'm sticking with that. Now, in terms of the new announcements or potential announcements from new Next Wave Toys, or Quarter Arcades, I'm probably going to buy a Turtles Quarter Arcade. That's probably going to happen. And if we do get an eventual announcement or ability to buy the Countercade Turtles, I'm going to buy that for my daughter for a room. Any chance any of the deals will be available at the Brick? That's a good question, Phil Savory. Unfortunately, I haven't... I'm going to find out for you tonight, Phil. I'm going to reach out to the Brick and see if they're going to have any specials on for National Owners Day. None that I'm aware of just yet, but I will find out for you, I promise. So, guys, we've covered everything, I think, from National Owners Day. What I want to talk about now is some of the fun stuff, some of the speculation stuff, some of the rumors. So we've got the business side out here. We're going to talk about some of the rumors. But before I do that, let's give away another 1-month ArcadeNet code. All right, are you guys ready? Is Monday night announcement about the ALP 2.0? Oh, we're going to get into that. But before we do, let's give another ArcadeNet code. I got to think of a question. I'm always terrible at these. Let's see if you guys have been following around. We're going to have 4 new Taito pinball tables coming out for early release September 2nd. Which Taito pinball table am I looking forward to the most? And I've talked about it so much on so many different shows. Which Taito pinball table am I looking forward to the most, which is my favorite Taito arcade game? First one to answer in the comments gets that arcade net code. Oh, thank you so much, Emery Arcade. I know, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Emery Arcade. I really appreciate it. Back to the future question. Zohar, you always ask me this. Bobby Voo, what's happening, brother? Canada Phil wins. Canada Phil. My email's there on the screen, brother. Canada Phil. Zookeeper is correct. I've mentioned it 100 times. I'm in love with Zookeeper. I'm so excited for this pinball game to come out. Kongzai Ross had it too. Good job, Gary Copestake. But Canada Phil, you got it first. My email's on the screen. Please send me an email, and I will send out your code to you, my man. P-Dubs Arcade Loft, Leisure Suit Larry. I didn't say my favorite PC game. All right, so that's the second one, Zookeeper. I'm so excited for. Guys, let me know in the comments now. What pinball game are you most excited for out of the Taito Volume 2 pack? Vic Vicious, what's happening? So, let's get into the speculation now. We know about the Legends Core Max. That's going to be coming out. We know that we're going to get possibly a reveal on the 4-player control panel. Is there anything else coming out? We've talked about the guns a little bit, and we've talked about... I've talked about... William Tinney says Zoo wasn't good. Everybody... I knew Jason Tierney. I've been saying it all along. I knew you were excited for Operation Wolf. Shoeshine says elevator action. Lots of Operation Wolves here. Zookeeper should be as popular as Pac-Man. I 100% agree, Papa Brad. Love Zookeeper. Operation Wolf has kind of taken it. Nate UT says, honestly, none. You know, that's fine. Not everybody likes the new tables. They look for, you know, the traditional. Juan Priya, you're talking about new stuff. Racing Cab. Vic Vicious, Bubble Bobble's not going to be in Taito Volume 2. I don't know. I think the information's out there. We know exactly what games are coming out in every single pinball wave, but I can't remember. I think Bubble Bobble might be next. Yeah, Zookeeper's a fantastic arcade game. Many people don't know about. I mean, it is very, very basic, but like it's basic in the best possible way. Check and pop will do, Blue String says. All right, so we're going to get into possible new products. So what do you guys want to see? That's what I want to ask you. So I've seen a lot of people mention in the comments they want to see an ALP version 2.0. I don't think we're going to get an ALP version 2.0, but maybe there's an ALP version 1.1 coming. Is that possible? Is that something you want to see? If so, what would you like to see on it? Again, guys, I don't know. I have no answers on this stuff. Like, I got very minimal. I'm not in the inner circle. But, like, you know, I don't know the exact details. So, because I hate when people do speculation shows when they actually know. So, I'm not speculating on that. I'm talking about what I don't know and what you guys want to see. The AtGames mini fridge via an arcade and application. Oh, P-Dubs, that's pretty good. Multitude Racing Cab. Yeah, I've talked about this a lot. And full size, Gary Copestick says, so an even bigger AtGames Legends Ultimate or an even bigger pinball table? Legends Countercade would be cool. Yeah. Juan Perez said that little smirk said a lot. Multicade Racing Cab, ALU version 2. More pinball tables for the table I own. Yep. ALP 1.1 with built-in DMD and VIBs. Yeah, Polo, I agree with you there. And even if they're not going to build in the VIBs, which I think they should, but if they're not going to build in the VIBs, at least make it more easy. Like, I finally did my full mod on my ALP last week, which means drilling the hole in the bottom to put the pinball button in, and I got the legs to secure the VIBs board inside the back box. And I wish I didn't have to go to such lengths to do that myself. So even if they're not going to include the VIBs board going forward with a new model, at least make the machines more ready to accept it. Already have the hole drilled in the bottom for the pinball switcher button, the actual arcade button, and have it set up so you can just put the VIBs in, so it's not so difficult. An AtGames girlfriend that doesn't hate my arcades. I mean, AtGames is the relationship saver here, guys. Like, realistically, you can have a full arcade with just 2 machines in the back of you right there. Legends Draft Beer. I love draft beer. If I'm going to have beer, which I don't have very often, I can't drink bottled beer anymore. I got to drink draft. DMD add-on. A lot of people want a back box. I know Bobby Voo makes an amazing back box for the Legends Ultimate, and for us Canadian fans, Buy Stuff Store has one. I don't think the Buy Stuff back box is going to be on sale, guys. I'm just going to give you a heads up. I was really hoping they could put their back box on sale because, I mean, it's so expensive, but it's so cool. I don't think we're going to get it. Hey, there it is. P-Dubs just sent me a picture. I had a beer with Michael B would be awesome. I would love to have a beer with all you guys. I can't wait till we get to do something in person. Get to all hang out and have a couple drinks, play some actual arcade and pinball, and just, you know. P-Dubs just did send me a pic. It was a full frontal. I'm going to have a hard time getting that out of my eyeballs. BSS back box is sick. Oh, yeah, Mike, I am so jealous of you, man. Like, that thing looks amazing. And I've been talking to the guys at Buy Stuff Store, and man, oh, man. Hollywood Polo, do you think CM Punk cuts a great promo on AEW Dynamite this week? There's times, man, Polo, where I think it'd be impossible for CM Punk to cut a bad promo. Bob Woif, there's nothing wrong with the ALP stockback. It'll do everything you need it to do as long as you don't want to expand your ALP. The reason why people want it to change is a lot of people don't want the marquee. They don't want the marquee on there. They want a bigger screen. They want an additional screen, so they want to separate a back box and a DMD screen. And then they like changing the speakers. And the reason they want to do this is for bring your own game, so they can connect it to a PC and do so much more with virtual pinball. Usually with virtual pinball, you would have 2 screens in the back box. We only have 1. P-Dub shower picks again. That is correct. A lot of people saying looking forward to an updated back box. So if they eventually did an AtGames Legends pinball, so we're talking about one with Vibs built in, but what about one with an updated back box? Is that something you guys want? Where's my Spy Hunter? Are you guys excited to see more information possibly on the AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini? That's one thing I'm really excited about. I'm all in on the AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini. I'll definitely be picking one up. I've told you guys about it. I'm going to leave my screen 100% vertical, and I'm going to use it primarily as my vertical multicade. So it's for playing those vertical scrolling shooters. It's for playing games like Burger Time, other games that are on the AtGames ecosystem, but also through Bring Your Own Game. I'm going to be playing stuff vertical through that, so 100%. I'm very excited about the AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini. That's going to be dope, 100% purchase. It looks great. Yeah, and I mean, if you already have a vertical screen multicade, no need for you. Or if you don't mind playing the vertical games on the Legends Ultimate in the screen orientation they have, you're totally fine. Jason M says, yes, Verticade for me too, Mike. Back box is functional, not ideal by any means. Knowing his power, Bryan Daniels, new wrestler coming to AEW. I think he'll go back to his original indie name, Bryan Danielson, which I think is his real name too. And we're going to be getting some Europe final countdown for the entrance, hopefully. No, I think my wife will be fine. No, my ALP totally is for those games, but for the vertical scrolling shooters, but if I'm going to play Frogger or something, I want to play it on an arcade. I'm a bit of a snob that way. I want to play it. I know I talked about it's fun to do, but I want to play it where it is. Bobby Brown says it's not for me. That's totally fine. No, I still don't know what HV stands for. Like, you could kind of play around with it. So the new Pixelcade that's coming out for the AtGames Legends Pinball, which is like the Pixel Toppercade, I call it. So instead of a Pixelcade, it's a Toppercade, because it's all about setting up a pinball topper. And I don't know what the HV stands for. We don't have an answer. Some people have asked AtGames directly. I'm assuming it's high visibility. I don't know. I have no idea. I still think the ALU Mini needs a trackball and spinner, 100%, because I want to play, there's games that's on the AtGames Legends Ultimate ecosystem already, like Tempest, Centipede, and I don't want to play them out of context. So I would love to see, if they can't add it through first party, them come out with changeable, swappable control decks where I can play them. I mean, it's not ideal to have swappable control deck, but what's the first game you will want to play if you're not limited by just the native games on the ALMU Mini? Oh, come on, Jason M. It's Donkey Kong. Like, that's what I'm excited for. I want to play Donkey Kong. It's going to be hard, but because, it's going to have an 8-way control stick instead of the 4-way. But, yeah, like, games like Donkey Kong, that's why I want to get this. Ooh, Virtual Dello. I don't think it's that. The scale of the stock ALP back box is just too small for the play field. Drop the marquee as well. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are pretty up in arms about that marquee. I don't know why they put a marquee there. Who knows? I mean, I guess they wanted to be consistent with their other product. I'm not sure. The fact that maybe it had to do with the screen. There was just dead space on the back box because of the screen size they got. They decided to do that. So, two of the things I've been really, really excited about, and I hope that AtGames we're going to come out with, and I've talked about this till I'm blue in the face, is a driving cab and a shooting cab. And, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, I like both sides of this world. I have an arcade downstairs that's dedicated to arcade 1-up cabinets because they've got the original art, and I made it look like an original arcade. But I've also got my multi-genie-cade up here where I can pretty much do everything through a couple devices. I've got my II Arcade, I've got my AtGames Legends Pinball, and I've got my Legends Ultimate. Now, once I get my vertical multicade, which is my AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini, I'm almost there. There's a couple other things I can't really do. I can't play racing games, multiple racing games, and I can't play multiple shooting games. But if I could, I'd pretty much have a full arcade coming out of the AtGames Legends ecosystem with everything I'd ever want to do. So, I mean, it's just, in my mind, an absolute next step thing for them to come up with some way where you can drive and shoot. Now, the easy way to do that is they can come out with swappable control decks and swappable accessories for the AtGames Legends Ultimate. So there's a possibility, eventually, we might get a steering wheel that'll go on the front, and maybe some gas pedals. And that's a way to go, and it might be perfect for some people that don't have the room or don't want to do that, but it's not perfect. I would rather see a dedicated driving cab, and I will lie down on the ground until they listen to me on this one. So, dedicated driving cab. That would be really cool. I don't know if we're going to get it this early. I have no idea what's in the hope, but dedicated driving cab and a dedicated shooting cab. From what I understand, there's people out there with, what are they called? The Bit Blaster, which is the gun that they used to have. And it's cool and it works, but it's a really, really pain. Yes, Petos, I want a cocktail table, but I've been told 100% we're not getting a cocktail table. I don't want the cocktail table for my arcade, I'm going to be honest with you. I want the cocktail table to set it up in my kitchen so I can go right from having supper like it's Pizza Hut and just go over and sit at the cocktail table. Yeah. You can play those games if you mod one of the 15 arcade 1-ups you got. Yeah, but I don't like modding stuff, man. Like, I don't need to mod. I have an AtGames Legends Ultimate. I can just play it on that. I could mod one, but I like it the way it is. So I would rather have a dedicated multicade to do that than to take an arcade 1-up and mod it. I'm also a weird guy. Like, I love leaving things stock. So, yeah. So DTG says yes, 100% with you. Dedicated driving cab, multi-cade driver, multi-cade shooter. Cabs are must-owns. 100% Vic Vicious. Oh my God! If AtGames could come up with some kind of design, something in their ecosystem to bring out a dedicated driving cab, I thought that would be pretty dope. What about a mini tabletop pinball machine? P-dubs, I don't know. I don't know if that's something I'm interested in. There might be people in the community that are interested in. Like, I'm interested in the one that Toy Shock is making. But in terms of a mini tabletop with the entire Legends pinball ecosystem, I mean, I already got my AtGames Legends pinball. So, and most of the pinball I would play, I'd need to be connected to the internet. So it's not like I can take it to, like, my parents' cabin to play pinball with them up there. So I don't know. I don't know if I want a tabletop pinball. And also, if I want a tabletop pinball, like, I want it with all the bells and whistles that the real one has. Ramon Hertz says no to the mini pinball. We need a non-modders club. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I always feel bad. Like, I think about it. Like, I'm in the process right now, and I never thought I would do this, but I'm in the process of selling my Marvel Superheroes cabinet because I'm just out of room. But at the same time, I mean, it's a perfect cab to mod because the button layout, all that stuff, so I don't know. I don't know, Console Fanboy, what my max price would be for a racing cab. I mean, you would have to think that it would be comparable, if not more expensive, than probably the Legends Ultimate. It also... It also would have to, they would have to go out and buy, get some licenses for racing games to go with it. So, yeah, the one thing I do know, you won't get something like what Outrun was for Arcade 1-Up, and I'm not trying to degrade on people that like the Arcade 1-Up Outrun cabinet, but, I mean, it's got that little bench standing on the floor. AtGames doesn't do that. This thing's going to be a little bit bigger, so, yeah. And then the shooting cab. Again, like I was mentioning earlier, the Bit Blaster. There's been some rumors about other guns. I'd like to see a dedicated shooting cab, but it'd be easier for you to do something with the Legends Ultimate where you could just use the dedicated Legends Ultimate with a swappable deck or swappable guns if they're not too hard to set up. And if you get something really good, like, I don't know if they could ever do something with Sinden or Gun i4 or some other company that doesn't have a light bar sensor, that's a good product, that's not hard to set up. I think you could, you wouldn't necessarily need a dedicated cab. You could do the Legends Ultimate, but a dedicated cab would be pretty dope too. Like, if they did a different design, like, that's the other thing I want to see too. Like, I want to see more AtGames products. I want to have a wall of AtGames cabs that are all different, all have different features, like P-Dub's dartboard AtGames table. But, like, if we had that, that'd be so cool. I hope they make a non-goofy looking gun. Yeah, I really do too. I really do too. Brad's got it best. For a multi-cade, 6-button is the most functional control setup. iArcade and AtGames got that right. Yeah, 100%. Even Neo Geo, when Neo Geo came out, everybody, the MVSX, everybody was up in arms because it didn't have the traditional button layout. It had the additional buttons. Well, I mean, it's going to, because then you could put more games on it and became a multi-cade. Thinking about taking my Microsoft steering wheel and make a 3/4 stand up and skin it with burnout. You could. You could. I will tell you early lease on what's going to happen with my Outrun review. I like the stand up Outrun a lot. And I don't miss sitting on the bench because I can just sit on the stool and still play it sitting down. And it is dope, 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 dope. Anyways, I don't want to say too much more about that, but what about partnerships? We know that the partnerships that they're going to be announcing, we think, are community partnerships, but is there other partnerships we would like to see? There were so many rumors out there about Dr. Seuss. Everybody wants to see more pinball. We all know with AtGames, pinball is king. AtGames, everybody who plays it knows this is the way you're going to go with pinball, whether it be pinball directly on the device, because all the Zachariah tables, they're all fantastic. The new Taito tables are fantastic. The Gottlieb tables, they're all really good. And you know what? The team is even working on them to make those better. Pinball's fantastic on that table. Pretty much everything works exactly like it should. I'm in love with it. And then you get the ability to hook it up to your computer and use it as a front end, with the screens being screens from your computer. Controls all work really well. I've been playing my entire Zen library on my AtGames Legends pinball table, using it as a front end through my computer. And, I was watching Cool Toys video earlier. He was playing Zancor Deluxe, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even know, but I can go back and maybe sign up for some other stuff. Like, I'm going to look into getting some of the other Gottlieb games and see if I can play them on the pinball table in that mode. Or I can get some of the Zachariah and get some of those other, because they also just did a deluxe space shuttle too, which I'd like to play. So I would love to see them do some of that stuff, like get more pinball games natively, so I don't have to go through my computer as a front end. So I'd love to see them go out and work out some kind of deal with Stern, work out some kind of deal with Spooky Pinball. Can you imagine Spooky Pinball with that new Halloween? Oh, it'd be amazing. So I would love to see that. I don't know if we're going to get it this year. I think, like we said, the partnerships are just going to be community partnerships. And there's some really cool stuff with that. Like, Jason Tierney mentioned earlier, Legend Center. How cool would that be? I dream of playing Gorgar on it. Yeah, I would love to see them go out and, work on some other Gottlieb license, some of the, other, like, was Gottlieb did the Nightmare on Elm Street table. I would love to see that. Also, I would love to see some of the Elvira tables are Gottlieb too. Like, there's just so much pinball out there. It's nuts. So, I'd like to see them focus on bringing more pinball first party to the table. So I'd like to see that. I know that there's opportunities out there to work with new people, and like Pizza Time we're eventually getting, and Pizza Time looks cool, but I think there's also opportunities out there to go out and bring some more classic and historic pinball tables onto the device. That's what I want to see. It's not Legend Center. Don't put that out there. I know, P-Dubs, I'm not putting that out there. I'm always going to advocate for them bringing back Legend Center. You know that, right? Multi-Racing or Riot, Rainwater Games has it. Oh, man, if they did that, I would absolutely snap. I want a Zen-themed replacement artwork for my ALP. Well, I got good news for you, Nate UT. If you want a Zen-themed replacement artwork for your ALP, you want to talk to the good people at Arcade Graphics, who are one of the sponsors of National Owners Day. There's going to be some deals throughout National Owners Day. I think it's 20% off. I don't know if I'm breaking NDA by telling you that. I apologize if I am, but there should be some deals, and, check them out. Maybe you could get your ALP skinned. I saw someone do this Halloween theme with their ALP last week. Well, beautiful. One of the best looking things I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, historic tables. There's so many great pinball tables out there based on real tables that I'd love to see someone work on and bring back. And we're all getting to the end here, and we're about to clue up. But before we do that, I want to talk about other partnerships. So you guys know I love ArcadeNet. I think ArcadeNet has the possibility to be one of the coolest things ever. To me, the idea of ArcadeNet is a lot like Game Pass. I'm a big fan of Xbox Game Pass. It's one of the things that makes me so excited to be an Xbox owner, play the games. I can play it not just on my Xbox, but also on my PC. That's how I play a lot of my games. I think what AtGames have done with ArcadeNet is create their own Xbox Game Pass. Then they even brought in the Lobby, which is this online system which has so much potential, unlimited potential. I've got more codes to give out, which I got to remember to do. I've got 3 more before I go. So before that, I'll give out a code really quickly here now. Oh my. Okay, let's test your Michael B. knowledge. This one's probably going to be a hard one. No one will know. But of the original Gottlieb games on the AtGames Legends Pinball, so the original 22 games, the first person in the chat to tell me my favorite pinball game from the original Gottlieb games on the AtGames Legends Pinball will win a 1-month ArcadeNet code. So first person in the chat, go. I had to remember to give these out. See if anybody knows. I also just found out that a friend of mine recently brought in this real table too, which I'm very excited about. No, it's the Gottlieb. The original Gottlieb games. There it is, Juan Perea. I owe you a code for ArcadeNet. My email is here on the bottom of the screen. Send me an email, brother, and I will send you out your 1-month code for ArcadeNet. Haunted House. And I got a message the other night from a good friend of mine. He's the big pinball operator here in the province, and he actually has a Haunted House and a Black Hole, both original Gottlieb, in working order going out to a local bowling alley. So I'm going to be playing some Haunted House, real Haunted House, sometime later this week, as long as everything goes well. Yeah. Oh, okay. And so my next code giveaway we'll get back to in a second, but going back to ArcadeNet, there's so much possibility there. And there's a lot of good games on ArcadeNet too. A lot of fantastic games. We're talking, I did a stream a little while ago and we were playing Fatal Fury Special, and I had a ton of fun playing people like P-Dubs, playing other people in the community. Hopefully that's something I get to do again soon. And, you know, I also did another one where, I can't remember the game, like, it's more niche, right? It is more niche. Unless you're a big Neo Geo fan, you don't know a lot of these games that are there. That one was King of Fighters 20-something. I can't remember. But then you've got Metal Slug. You've got games like Squash. There's a lot of good games there. But, I mean, they're niche. Like, you know, they're not really the games that are probably going to bring you in and get you to pay for a service. Hey, thank you so much, Nate. No problem. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thanks for the tip on the artwork savings. I'll share the results. Absolutely, man. Check out Arcade Graphics. They're going to be doing some kind of promotion, and they're a sponsor for National Owners Day, so jump on that, brother. You know, ArcadeNet, there's so many possibilities, but what I would like to see is I would like to see them turn around, and they do such an investment in the community. But I think they can expand the community if they put some kind of investment in the games. And I think it's really two-tier, because there's 2 tiers to it. I don't think that anybody is going to buy ArcadeNet if they bring in Mortal Kombat. Now, I'll be careful when I say this. I don't think anybody's going to be buying ArcadeNet if they bring in Mortal Kombat if it's not online. So, hey, 8-Bit Vinyl, what's happening, brother? So, is Zookeeper on ArcadeNet, Mike? 8-Bit Brian, Zookeeper is actually right on the console. It was one of the Taito games we got. So, anyways, so they don't bring in Mortal Kombat to ArcadeNet unless it's online. Selling it as an online game, really, unless you have it on like your PlayStation 3 right now, there was arcade versions of it. It's a little bit hard to play it. So there's 2 tiers to this where I'd like to see them bring in new games for ArcadeNet. So Nostalgia's always talked about it, and I agree with them. I'd like to see, they've got power through ArcadeNet where these are streaming games, where they can pretty much bring in new games, modern games, really, really cool shit that there's no other way for you to bring these games to your device. And that would be so cool for them to do, whether it be through the subscription or you can buy it and add it on. I don't know exactly what way you do it, but I think there's an opportunity for them to do kind of what IR Arcade is doing and bring in these new and modern games that there's no other way you can play through ArcadeNet. And then number 2, you have the online section for the lobby. That's where games, like if you're going to bring in a Mortal Kombat, that's a system seller for your online component. So those are the 2 things you got to look at. I love ArcadeNet. I want to see it succeed. I just think it's tough with the games that they have. I think it's a real challenge. You know, I hope they do something. It's a little tough for me, Steve B, because, again, I'm here in Canada and not in a part of Canada where ShipSea will be so favorable for me. So in terms of if there's something I'll be picking up, the big thing I'm looking at right now for me is I'm looking at the Taito, new Taito tables. That's what I want more than anything else. So that's what I want to say. You talk about new partnerships and new things coming in. I'd like to see them. Hey, Shotgun Sean, thank you for joining the OnlyFans, brother. I appreciate it. I would love to see them add new, more modern games to ArcadeNet, games that you can't bring to your Legends Ultimate by just putting them on a hard drive. You know, that modern stuff that we probably wouldn't get anywhere else. That would certainly justify $20 a month. And then for the online component, you know, you've built this amazing ecosystem. And guys, everything's there. Voice chat, everything. We should be playing ArcadeNet like crazy. I would love to see them put a game on it in order for us to be interested enough that we all jump on this and we start using it to its full potential. So that's some partnerships I would like to see. Anyways, I've taken all this up. I've still got 2 ArcadeNet codes to give away. So let me think about how I'm going to do it. Let me think. Okay, next ArcadeNet code. If you purchased Taito Pinball Volume 1 during the July sale, what was the discount you got off Volume 2 through the early access that you're going to have on September 2nd? First person to give it to me in the chat, I will send you a 1-month ArcadeNet code. What was the discount off Volume 2? Hey, Console Fanboy, thank you so much. Okay, and David Downs, you are our winner, 50%. So, David Downs, here's my email down at the bottom. Send me a message, 50% off, and you've got a 1-month ArcadeNet code. Before we go, I want to catch Zohar's comment here. Console Fanboy wanted to say that I started to like 1UP again. Big reason because John Scott have been more engaging. Makes me like the company now. Weird, right? Yeah, you know what? John has been involved in the community quite a bit now, talking about you guys, and even I wasn't going to get Big Blue, but I mean, I'm looking at it now. I'm seeing the camaraderie, like people talking smack to each other, playing back and forth. So there's a possibility I might get it. But I also want to see that for ArcadeNet. So perfect timing, Console Fanboy. I want to see that engagement. We had it a little bit with a little game called Squash. People got really excited about it. I want to see more games come to the console and get people excited to go on and play, much like what's happening right now with Street Fighter 2 Big Blue. 8-Bit Brian, you win the funny event, and Rainwater Games jumped on it too. 60.39%. There it is. All right, and our last ArcadeNet code. So the first person to answer this in the comments, the Super Game Room dudes are doing 2 shows for National Owners Day, National Owners Day weekend. Tell me the nights the Super Game Room dudes are going to be taking part with National Owners Day shows. The first person to put it in the comment wins a 1-month ArcadeNet code. And we'll wait. Really gonna turn off my phone when I do this. Rob Felt, thank you so much, brother. You're the first person in the chat. My email is down here on the bottom of the screen, brother. Thursday and Monday, that's right. We're going to be doing our opening show, preview show, Thursday night. And then Monday, we're going to be doing the winner's show. So thank you very much. February 31st. All right. You guys are the best. Anyways, guys, I don't know. I don't have any inside information. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just excited. Whenever they do these events, it's easy to get ran away with speculation and hope for everything under the sun. New games coming to ArcadeNet, new partnerships, possible pinball tables coming out, possible new technology, accessories. I don't know. I'm hoping that you guys don't get overhyped. I hope that they've got some cool stuff to show us. And most importantly, I hope there's some good deals and we all have fun during National Owners Day. Get on there, go out, participate, do some of the leaderboard events, try to get into the lobby, let's play some games together, and let's have fun as a community. Everybody, have a wonderful night. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time. Oh, before I go, guys, I forgot. Last push here now. Everybody, if you have a Facebook account, go to the ArcadeNet Facebook fan page and sign up to the Facebook fan page. We're trying to get to 2,000 members. I'm one of the admins. We're trying to get this thing to 2,000 members, and if we can get to 2,000 members by September 3rd, we're going to be giving away, well, I keep saying we, AtGames is going to be giving away an AtGames Legends pinball table to one of the 2,000 members. So tell everybody you can, if you don't have a Facebook account, sign up, make a Facebook account, join the ArcadeNet Facebook fan page. Tell a friend, tell anybody, work out some kind of sideways deal where if they win, you guys can work out some kind of deal where you get it. Help yourself. Go sign up to the ArcadeNet Facebook fan page. Do it now. Thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful night. We'll see you so many times this week to talk about National Owners Day. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. I'm going to play some games.